Hey, what's up, YouTube's Blue Golf Ball here with some Pokemon TCG online news, and a number of you guys have messaged me, personal messaged me, or I've seen a couple of comments on some of the videos, and you guys have asked me what are my thoughts on the Lysandre's trump card banning from the Pokemon TCG competitive tournament play. And this is one of the first cards in a long time, I think like 15 years from Sneasel, getting banned for what it's worth, right? Currently in Japan, the Tropical Beach is banned there, more due to the rarity of the card than the effect of the card itself. But Lysandre's trump card is banned, and we can go through this together, and I'll let you guys know what my thoughts are. And you can see here, it's going to be effective as of June 15th. So we got a couple more days if you guys are playing in like weekly tournaments or things like that. It's going to be banned on June 20th, and coincidentally, it's the same day as Bandit Ring, I believe. So that's kind of nice as this card comes to a close. A new chapter opens with Bandit Ring, so a new set comes into play as well. That's kind of a nice poetic undertone. The reasoning behind the banning of the card from Pokemon International states right here: it eliminates one of your opponent's victory conditions, running out of cards from your deck. That way, cards like Bunnelby, right? You can start discarding cards in the expanded format. You can have things like Aggron and Durant to devour, and you don't, it's a little bit more strategic there to have that way to win, having that win condition. Now, the other reason is allowing repeated use of powerful cards. I know there's ace specs that you can only use once. You can only have one in your deck, right? But with Lysandre's trump card, you can trump card those things back in. Of course, the rotation with the format is going to happen, and pretty soon after Worlds, and we will lose out on all the ace-spec cards since there hasn't been an ace-spec reprinted since the Plasma Blast set. And I think that's a pretty good reason too. Of course, you can always Lysandre trump card other supporters, right, and then reuse those powerful trainer cards. And then there's always that infinite loop with VS Seeker. You can VS Seeker Lysandre's trump card, play trump card, and then you have VS Seeker back in your deck. So that's the infinite loop there as well. And I can see that's great reasoning for that. It also allows drawing your deck quickly with minimal repercussions. And so you can have no regards to what you want to discard, just discard. And in the back of your mind, you have that safety net of thinking, oh yeah, I could just trump card everything back in. And with that removal of trump card, it's going to cause players to be a little more strategic and to consider and discern precisely and correctly what cards they want to remove. And I think with trump card away from the game, we have a little bit more of competition and a little bit more strategy with that. So I like that too. Now, the last one that I have here, it extends the time of battles. If you guys play Pokemon TCG in real life, even online, your opponent can probably stall and just run through their deck, get everything set up, and then Lysandre's trump card, and then, I don't know, anything can happen with that, right? You can trump card things back in and then stall the game, and no one ever decks out, so the length of the battle can be a lot longer, and then you're going to end up with a draw, right? You don't get a win, your opponent isn't going to win, you guys just end up drawing because you take up too much time since there's a time limit in competitive play. Of course, you can do that all day if you're playing for fun, but who likes that anyways either? And those are the reasons that Pokemon International, found that these are strong enough and very persuasive evidence to ban this trump card. And you know what my thoughts are? I would lean on agreeing. I think Pokemon International they have great reasons to do what they do, and hey, they're the ones that bring us such great content in these cards. Now, a couple things aside, I do think that it would eliminate some counters to certain playstyle and within the metagame, namely Flareon and Night Marchers. You can't really counter Night Marchers as well. You can still counter them, right? You can use Target Whistle, things like that. Trump card was always a really good card to counter those kind of decks. For example, Empoleon, you need to use Execute, right? The egg. You could just play trump card and bring those back in and then that kind of forces your opponent to discard something else in their next turn, unless they're able to, get the egg out again. But in trump carding, actually, there's a lot of scenarios where your opponent is cautious of playing their VS Seeker that's in their hand. Well, you wouldn't really know that. This is hindsight. You can trump card it in your next turn, and then they miss the opportunity to VS Seeker the supporter, because they weren't sure to VS Seeker for it yet, right? Things like that. So at the end of the day, I think trump card, having that eliminated from the game is going to be really good. The Pokemon TCG competitive play has been really good without it in previous years. And, definitely Pokemon is building a deck is an art form. And to get rid of trump card, it allows players to use things that had seen less play, right? Things like Revive, things like Sacred Ash, Energy Retrieval, those things that can get some cards back from the discard pile. And, trump card would be pretty nice, for getting things back. But then with it gone, it allows us to have a little bit deeper and strategic competitive play. So those are my thoughts. I think it's good. It's good for the game. And so long, trump card. I think it'd be nice to have them around for at least Worlds to see what that would look like, and then get rid of them. But it's fine. So yeah, those you guys want to see, want to know my thoughts, and that's about it. Nothing too exciting, nothing too I don't want to scream at your ears right now and make you guys have, your ears bleed, because I'm like, what? How can you guys get rid of trump card? I love that card, But yeah, if you guys, that's it for the video. That's about it for the news. Stay tuned for the regionals and stuff like that. There's some really cool gameplay there. I'll probably try to get some deck analysis on some of the players that have their decks and showcase them perhaps. But anyways, if you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. If you like my opinions on the trump card, give this video a thumbs up. If you don't like my opinions, don't give it a thumbs down. I'm just kidding. If you want to give it a thumbs down on this video, feel free to do that too. And yeah, if you guys have deck ideas, shoot them my way. I'll see to if I can build them. This is mostly a TCG channel. In case if you're just running into this channel randomly and you wanted to hear some news on the Lysandre trump card, well, this is a TCG online channel. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching and hearing me on my random nonsense and opinions. You guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you guys later. Take care. Goodbye.